unit is ready. Please make a request. Display. If you must, please make a request. Displaying inventory. Greetings, subject. Please make a request. Displaying inventory.
Bears. Deserves a look.
I'll handle this. You try to limit further damage, Commander.
Ready to assist with agent's health.
Still recharging. complete.
If you must, please make a request. Displaying inventory. Greetings, subject. Please make a request. This ship is only for authorized Protectorate subject. If you are not a Protectorate subject, please, subjects are expected to pay for any supply in case of enemy attack. Subject is expected to... As a member of the Protect, how might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? Note. How might this unit bolster request? Criminal element. Please note that by entering this restricted area, you may be subject to mental refreshment. Royal execution and/or verbal abuse. Mental refreshment protocol. not found. Execution protocol. Protocol not found. Commencing verbal abuse. Loading reprimand. Loitering after breaking into a restricted area will result in exponential increase of demerits. Current user demerits. Error. Calculation maximum exceeded. Loading reprimand. You are pass interest. Loading reprimand. Your actions shame the console. Please arrest yourself with due haste. Loading reprimand.
Mobilizing.
Multiple threats and hazards identified ahead. Seeking an alternative to direct conflict is recommended.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. A suspicion.
Resorting to violence.
Emergency protocols ready.
Standing by to simplify.
Through his beneficent guidance.
Not possible unless you help me first.
System failure. Standing by for assistance.
Steady eye above. Contact lost.
Can't fight. N-ray. Exposure.
Deck 2 should now be accessible.
Proceeding to attack. Alas, not charged. Locking them down.
Emergency protocol. hostilities. Circumstances, locating the access credentials or proceeding by stealth is recommended. The rift modulator is likely located on this deck. More information may aid in its acquisition.
Begs for correction.
Are you actually authorized? Come here a moment.
Threat detected.
Intruder.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
The enemy is underfoot! Help!
The scientist's belongings, including any items or information pertaining to the modulator, may now be acquired.
The modulator's certainly bigger than a bread box. Fortunately, the ship makes a convenient cabin. Just need to learn how it all works together.
Emergency protocols ready.
Medic, please!
Status susceptible to danger. Status currently prospering.
Capable of said activity.
Contact reestablished.
You'll need to finish recharging first. Torpificator at ready status.
Status currently prospering. Status susceptible to engaging hostiles.
Thank you, team.
You cannot improve perfection. Contact lost. You think too much.
Hostilities are afoot.
Susceptible to danger. Status.
Torpification in progress. They're benumbed.
Mobility interrupted. Electrical dampeners failing.
Emergency protocol sound is fried.
Negative. Recharge incomplete. Torpificator is locking them down. Torpification in progress.
Corrosive substance penetrating exterior.
Go for torpification. Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Esteemed Council, After much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked, every test of reconstitution has resulted. The modulator, unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for, and we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Unit has been functioning.
Schematics acquired. The information contained here also indicates the existence of rifts beyond where humanity has traveled. This does not compute.
Best table that topic for now. We can't do anything with the rift module yet. Not until we deal with the console. So, shall we?
Commander. What happened? I thought you were looking for the rift modulator. Why does it still look like that out there? That's unacceptable. That complicates matters greatly. What should happen if it's damaged as we seize control from the console?
If things should go wrong, this unit currently possesses a copy of the schematics and will prioritize its survival.
Well, suppose I'm pleased to see that you still run a tight ship. That gives us options. Did you happen upon anything else that I should know about? In the deep reaches of space? I suppose that revelation should not come as a surprise. They are proficient at monitoring space. How else do you think they effectively obfuscated their existence for so long? But we will need to table this discovery, and he may seem open to negotiate.
The Earth Directorate Manual encourages the agent to always remember the 3 shuns: negotiation, fabrication, and assassination. When one fails, try another.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. And if you've something to say to...
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
Your tampering with the rifts is against the plan.
So passionately delivered, and yet so utterly incorrect. What you are witnessing is my saving of Arcadia. Such bravado is unbecoming. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks?
You used the peace talks as a...
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've... It's only a crime in your estimation. Using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the information. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago, when the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive. She set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Rifts contain the data of everything they have engulfed, and we have the power to edit that data, and all supposedly serendipitous events have led to... She dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us, but it was not until well after Horizon... It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future, one free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out, not mine. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it carried out. If it means preserving the Matriarch, as for the others...
Your statements do not indicate strong leadership.
Hush. I was conversating with your leader here. How dare you insinuate a betrayal? He was stagnant. He could not do what he was born to. He could not save our... They will not. The people know that the truth is whatever we declare it to be. An alternative is something they could not even fathom. I have provided for their needs, led them through this storm, and will win the war on their behalf. If any subject hates a leader who achieves such, then they have no place in society. And our devotion must be tested by fire, as it is said, else it is not true. You are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that. So you say, but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
I doubt you've had anyone capable checking your calculations. You don't strike me as particularly thorough, or much of a heavy thinker.
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? That insinuates that reconstitution merely brings back shells. And how precisely do you know this? That is troubling. But it is merely one data point to consider. One failure pales in comparison next to the success we'll achieve. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim can disprove everything that points to this reality. I will not be lectured by an out... Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims. Heresy!
I found her correspondence with the First Bishop. She explicitly said she feared the Arcadian experiment would end as all similar projects did before it. In a crumbling heap of
The Matriarch foresaw many things. To think that it is humbling. And it appears we have fallen prey to the very thing she warned of. You don't know what you're talking about. He who establishes the rule of law. But regardless of how I may have misstepped before, I am not in the wrong now. All your so-called arguments are... It doesn't matter what you bring before me. I stand firm in the knowledge that I am following the grand plan, and that... Indeed.
You're investigating hostile intentions. But alas, it's not far. I need to finish recharging first. Still recharging. Torpificator at ready status. Taking the fight out of them. Torpification in progress.
Let's end this. I've no time for games of cat and scratch.
Ready to assist with Agent's Alpha.
Thank you, dear. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
Let's...
Emergency protocols ready.
Torpification. Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Emergency protocol.
You are rotting our case.
Vitals are in the red, Commander. You will not refuse medical support.
games of cat and sprat. All quickly into Arcadia Academy.
You're
so passionately delivered, and yet so utterly incorrect. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy. Indeed, but now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting for. Tell me, it was I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Use when the matriarch discovered the first skip drive. She set us.
Emergency protocol ready.
I repudiate all
Good, but alas, it's not charged. Ready. Go for torpification. Locking them down. Torpification in progress. Would not refuse medicine.
Emergency protocol.
recharging.
Console support staff is advised.
Need to finish recharging first. Standing by to stupefy. Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat. Strategically optimal.
You are rotting Arcadia.
Thank you.
Prescribing emergency protocols as now be accessed, Commander.
Thank you.
Field calculations suggest the rift will soon completely destabilize. The rift modulator can be utilized to stop it, but the only way to do so is to fly it inside.
An Earth Directorate agent always has choices.
You know, I spent decades doing everything asked of me, and I was just starting to enjoy not doing that. Well, look at you, Commander, stepping up. Didn't reckon you had it in you.
Give the schematics to me. The Earth Directorate is best equipped to use them well. It's our only real... The Earth Directorate can use these and the processed Rift data to mass-produce modulators that can be used at distance. This could be the last time anyone is lost to a Rift. I'll see it done.
The commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the Commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives and beholden to no one, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. Meanwhile, the Earth Directorate controlled Arcadia with little trouble for a time, successfully rebranding it as a society free of corporate or government overreach. Yet, as the years passed, the Arcadians saw fewer and fewer differences between the Earth Directorate and their previous overlords. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Congrats on reaching the ending. Well, an ending. Plenty more where that came from. How about another go? Additional playthroughs don't cost nothing. Yet.
Thank you. Field calculations suggest the rift will soon complete.
And Earth...
You know, I spent decades doing everything asked of me, and I was just starting to enjoy not doing that.
Reminder, self-destructing is not permitted by this unit's programming. Addendum, tampering...
If only we all shared the same programming. I recognize there may be no one better suited to get the job done. But honestly, after all these years, I think I finally have something to live for. If there's nobody else...
This unit ranks Agent Delgado among the team's top 3 most effective members. Her loss will reduce the team's overall competency.
Yes, just take this command.
Serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valkyrie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. After Val dutifully reported the commander's killing of Agent Ibarra to the Earth Directorate, they were reprimanded and temporarily relieved of command, which lasted until the next crisis, when the Earth Directorate promptly reversed action and dispatched the commander to handle the situation. Marisol sacrificed herself to save Arcadia, and while many found it unbelievable that a once legendary assassin would make such a selfless choice, her crewmates on the Incognito understood completely. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives and beholden to no one, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. Meanwhile, the Earth Directorate controlled Arcadia with little trouble for a time, successfully rebranding it as a society free of corporate or government overreach. Yet, as the years passed, the Arcadians saw fewer and fewer differences between the Earth Directorate and their previous overlords. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Hey, congrats on reaching the ending.
Thank you, dear.
The information here indicates the rift is and self-destructing is not permitted by this.
There is little poetic about dying before my time. I am simply too valuable for the Earth Directorate to lose. Yes, I'm sure that had nothing to do with Earth. We cannot stall for much longer. A decision must be made.
This unit is not programmed to contemplate its own mortality. Searching historical records to refute this claim.
And so, in the end, the commander chose not to choose. Thus, the rift destroyed the colony, killing everyone in Arcadia, followed shortly by everyone everywhere, as rift destabilizations rippled across the galaxy. In conclusion, the end.
Congrats on reaching the ending. Well, an ending. Plenty more where that came from. How about another go?